Hello and welcome back to Companions of Xanth. When we last left off, we finished the world of air. We have completely filled up our sword. The sword of Isthmus Village is smooth gold metal. On its surface is a green gem, a blue gem, a violet gem, an aquamarine gem, and a purple gem. Nice! And we are currently at the Gap Chasm. Powerful beast trots into the area, turns and faces you. It lowers its head as if it was preparing to charge and kicks the ground with its massive hooves. Oh. It's a bum steer. Wait a minute.
Stop! We've got some things we need to discuss.
I don't even know you. Don't you think we is a bit premature? How many of you creatures are there? I'm listening.
You must speak to me about these important things.
Okay, what important things, Mr. Allen?
The weather, for example, has been very poor today. It must be approaching freezing, and the humidity is decidedly in the uncomfortable range.
You want to talk about the weather, Woody? Well, at least as long as you're not talking about your daughter, wife, thing.
Oh, are you as interested in the weather as I am? Oh, yes, and the barometric pressure has been approaching unprecedented levels during the last few weeks. It's positively, absolutely uncanny.
Is that all?
Of course not. Have you noticed the field mice population around here is diminishing significantly as of late?
Yeah, I'm not even from around here, pal.
Oh, yeah. Did you say you wanted to talk about my family? Oh, well, Edna has been taken slightly ill all this week. She's having a cud disorder of mammoth proportions.
I don't really care about Edna. Let me go.
And Benice thinks she's gonna have triplets. Just think of that.
I'm thinking, but nothing's happening. I'd rather not. Would you please let me leave? Get out of here before I get really mad and do something about it. Nothing's happening.
Have you thought about what you're going to be wearing this season? There's just so many decisions to make. I mean, were you thinking of cotton coordinates or maybe more traditional clothing? It's cool out here, isn't it? And have you been considering...
You aren't by any chance a yak, are you?
Why, yes, I am. How perceptive of you, mundane. Anyway, Uncle Fred says that the house has been totally destroyed, and all his equipment has been ruined. I mean, it'll be quite a long time before he...
Shut up!
Very well, and if that's the way you want it.
It is.
Goodbye. Oh, by the way, what is the material your shirt is made of?
You pull out your sword and wave it around. The yak trots away. Well, just in case. Gonna do another save here. At the end of the edge of the infamous Gap Chasm, wind rips through the crevice, and intricate natural stairway leads down to the misty depths below. You walk the chasm gate and gaze down into it with trepidation. You look for one of the bridges you were told about and disappointed to find none. However, a steep natural stairway cut into the wall of the chasm appears to lead to the bottom. The reason that there's probably a similar stairway at the opposite side. Eager to press towards Humphrey, you motion Nod to follow you. She folds her arms in front of her and stands still, slowly shaking her head. You sense that Naga is less than willing to accompany you into the chasm.
I certainly hope you don't expect me to follow you down there.
You must. You're my companion.
The only thing dumber than hiking down into the Gap Chasm is to try and find a way around it.
Okay, do you have any other alternatives?
Not really, but there's no way I'm going to become dragon food for a game, even if this is the only route open to us. I'd rather spend some time looking for one of the bridges.
I wouldn't. We'll never beat Kim to Humphrey's castle that way.
Forget it, Doug. I'm not going down there.
Running out of choices, you consider braving the Gap Chasm alone. Just as you made your mind to do it, you hear the sound of an approaching party, singing what must be a native folk song. As they round into the bend, you immediately recognize Jenny, Sammy, Kim, and Cyrus. Kim is cuter than you had recalled. She turns to you, smiling, and offers you her hand.
Hi, Doug. It's good to see you actually do believe in magic after all. What are you guys doing here?
I was just trying to convince Nada to come with me into the chasm.
Into the chasm? I'm not sure I'd be very keen on the idea myself. You know there's a fire-breathing dragon down there, don't you?
I know, but what are the chances up with meeting in that huge chasm?
I don't know, but I wouldn't press my luck. What do you think, Jenny?
It's a tough decision. I'll bet Sammy could be of assistance here. What do you think, Sammy? What's the quickest way to Humphrey's castle?
Sammy the cat runs over to the natural stairway, sniffs the ground, and scampers a little way down. He then looks at Jenny and meows.
Sammy seems to think the stairway is the quickest way across the chasm. That doesn't mean it's the safest route, but it's almost certainly the fastest.
Well, at least the cat agrees with me.
He likes to be referred to as Sammy or Sammy Cat.
I'm sorry, at least Sammy agrees with me.
He sure does. I think I'd pick that route for my mundane. I'm not sure I know of any other options available to us.
I don't know, Jenny. I really love Xanth and all, but I'd rather not take my chances with the dragon. He's got a pretty good batting average, I've read.
Okay, listen up. I've got a solution that might suit everyone reasonably well. If Nod and I were to switch mundanes, we'd all be in the company of like-minded individuals. Doug and I will take this route. Nada, Kim, and Cyrus can explore other alternatives. What do you think?
I don't know, Naga's been a pretty good companion. I'll keep her. Well, it sounds a pretty cool idea, but what about Nada?
It doesn't matter to me at all which mundane I must accompany, as long as I'm not expected to enter the gap chasm.
But I thought you kind of liked being my companion, Princess. I've fallen hopelessly and uncontrollably in love with you. Glad to see I've made a strong impression on you, too, Nada. Getting a little sick of you anyway. This is cool. Thought you kind of like being my companion, Princess.
This does seem to be a very opportune moment to rid myself of you. I won't assume responsibility for Kim, however, unless she herself wishes for this game adjustment to take place.
Oh.
That's okay. I've read all about you, Nadanaga. I'll bet you'll be at least as good a companion as Jenny, but I still wish Doug would reconsider. It's very dangerous in the chasm, Doug. The Gap Dragon will flame you for sure.
Don't worry about me, Kim. It's what I want to do.
Well, good luck then. If we meet up again, we'll have to exchange stories of our different adventures in Xanth.
I guess so. Having now all agreed, Nada joins Kim and Cyrus while Jenny Elf stands at your side. Sammy Cap leaps down the natural staircase far ahead. You and Jenny take cautious steps as you start up the deep descent into the gap chasm floor. We now have new companions. You and Jenny both wind up losing your footing. You slide down the gap a long time, tumbling end over end, and eventually skid to a stop at the bottom. When you and Jenny stand and brush yourselves off, you notice that a dragon lurking in the distance. He definitely has spotted you. 5 points! Yay! You're stuck at the bottom of the gap chasm. Dragon is approaching from the north. Sammy? Sammy says disinterested. Oh. Jenny?
What is it, Doug?
Can you explain your talent again?
Sure. I'm able to create a dream by singing a song. Any creatures in my vicinity are drawn into the dream, which I can influence to a limited degree. I'm also able to sense the basic nature of a dreamer's dreams.
Oh. Why can you tell me the adult conspiracy?
Huh? Adult what? Never heard of it.
Never mind. What do you think we should do now?
There's not much we can do about Stanley's steamer, but that cloud is King Cumulofractonimbus, the biggest bag of hot air in all of Xanth.
Cumulofracto what?
Nimbus. Cumulofractonimbus. He thinks he's king of all of Xanth. He has a very unrealistic view of the world and doesn't hesitate to let you know all about it.
How do you mean?
He's stuck up, in love with himself, obsessed with everyone's opinion of him. One other thing, Doug. He has a vicious temper and can unleash a storm the likes of which you've never seen. He and Stanley Steamer have a long-standing dispute over control of the Gap Chasm.
This gives me ideas.
I'm almost afraid to ask, so I won't.
The dragon draws nearer. Well, I can't do anything on the dragon, although... Let's do the stupid thing. Can't I use the sword on Stanley Steamer? Okay. Let's talk to Fracto.
How dare you address the king of the air, puny mundane?
Like this, by the way.
What?
You're a nice puffy cloud. I like you. Why are you being so mean to me? I'm a nice person. You're not such a big cloud. How can you be the king of Xanth? Well, Cloud likes being, you know, appeased. Fracture was unaffected by your comment. Oh.
How dare you?
Like this, by the way. Sure do look mean. Bet you're very powerful. Hey, you couldn't make it rain and your life depended on it.
How dare?
Like this. Could you do something about the dragon? Okay, let's talk to Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer eyes you as you speak. A small puff of fire shoots from his mouth as he slowly licks his lips. The dragon has finally reached you. Let's look at Stanley Steamer. It's headed your way.
How dare?
Like this, by the way. Oh, no precipitation if it landed on your head. Storm leans towards you, assuming a position between you and Stanley. Stanley opens his mouth and a firestorm surges at you, instantly burning the flesh from your body. Oh.
Ouch! That looked like it smarted. Stanley was only doing... I'm afraid you've lost...
Yeah. I had the presence of mind to save. So...
How dare you address the king of the air?
We're not supposed to appease him. We're actually supposed to piss him off. Oh, Spidget Cloud, how could you be king of Xanth? Storm headed towards you, assuming position between you and the dragon. 6 points. Talk to Fracto again. Like this, by the way. Nope. Wrong thing.
What?
Nope. Can't be Okay, one thing that's really annoying is... Yeah.
How dare? What?
Sometimes clicking just clicks on the wrong thing. King of Xanth. 6 points. Talk to Franco.
How dare you address the...
By the way, couldn't make it rain if your life depended on it. Storm leans towards you, assuming position between you and the dragon. Dragon draws nearer. Talk to
How dare
Fracto.
you address the...
Like this. By the way, so tiny I couldn't fill a thimble with rain. Storm leans towards you, assuming position between you and the dragon. Additional 6 points.
How dare...
Like this. By the way, between you and the dragon has finally reached you.
How dare...
By the way, You're a total wimp, unable to perform basic cloud functions. Enraged by your taunts and insults, Fractal lets loose a snowstorm of unbelievable strength in the vicinity of the massive Gap Dragon. The dragon opens its mouth and flames you, but the only thing that issues forth is white smoke. Now you've gotten both the King of the Air and the Gap Dragon mad at you. Hey guys.
Oh, Nada. I hope Doug is okay down there.
He is an impetuous child, Kim. I hope he breaks his leg.
How can you say that? I kind of like him.
Oh, you do you? Maybe you'd feel differently if you'd had to shepherd him halfway across Xanth.
But you were his companion.
That doesn't mean I had to like him.
You're just mad because he left you for another companion.
On the contrary, I couldn't be more relieved.
Excuse me, ladies. As interesting as you find the mundane boy to be, we still have to find our own way across the Gap Chasm. Ancient Mer legends tell of a hidden path that follows the edge of the chasm to the sea. If we can but find our way to the ocean, I will ferry you safely through the water around the edge of the gap.
From seemingly nowhere, you hear the sound of flapping wings and you soon find yourself being carried aloft by none other than Centaur. You thank him profusely by the timely rescue, and Jenny points out Humphrey's castle on the horizon. Meanwhile, at the chasm's edge...
The mundanes draw near the prize, Demon Xanth. Do not fear for your precious enchanted land. It is you who should be nervous, Demon Earth. I have every confidence that my mundane shall be victorious. Such foolish creatures, working so hard when neither of them knows what is at stake. But you must admire their ingenuity. They would make a good pair, these two, if they were not pitted against each other in this struggle. You are overly sentimental, Demon Xanth. It is a flaw in both you and the land that bears your name. But you may rest assured that I shall cure the land of this problem when I win the wager. You underestimate the power of sentiment, Demon Earth. Some forces are stronger even than magic. Soon you will see that this is true.
Interesting. You're outside the lowered gate of an imposing castle. Shay sets the three of you softly down before the castle gate. 15 points.
Well, you've made it to Humphrey's castle, Doug. Now how are we going to get in?
You're the companion. You tell me. You mean you don't know? Can't Sammy help?
Hey, I'll bet Sammy can help.
Yeah, I bet so.
Sammy, what is the most direct path through this gate?
Loose brick, eh? Let's take a look at it. Looks like an everyday garden variety drink. You attempt to touch it and discover it to be slightly loose. Press it? Press the loose brick and it slides away, revealing a switch. Nice. Flip the red switch and it turns green. 5 points. Huzzah! Aww. Wow. I guess we're halfway there. When we come back, we're gonna try to get into the castle of Good Magician Humphrey. Good luck, me, and have a good one, everybody.